everyone. I decided today that we were going to go ahead and do my second round of Erbium. And Erbium essentially is a laser procedure where we resurface your skin. So basically it's a lot like a chemical peel except with the laser. When I did the treatment 2 months ago, I decided that I was going to document my picture progress so that I could show patients and friends and things like that. This time around, I decided I was going to do something different and actually film my post-op experience. So what I'm going to do is I intend to film up until Monday, which by then the swelling, the redness, the flaking should have subsided. And then from there, I'm going to check in at 1 week and then 2 weeks so that we can see the progress that it's making. This is going to help you see physically the effects of the procedure, and you're also going to get to experience how I'm feeling throughout the process. So today, Dr. Posey decided that like I said, we were going to go ahead and do my second round of Erbium. Today we focused on my face, and then we also added the neck. While doing the face, I did want him to work a little bit on these acne scars that I had, and then get rid of a little bit of sun damage, because let's face it, in my early 20s, I was still worshiping the sun, tanning beds, the whole 9 yards, things that I'm really against right now. And any of you that know me personally know that I am all about sunscreen, I am all about skincare, and I am very anti-tanning. So, enough about my little speech, and I'm going to step off my soapbox and actually talk about the procedure. Erbium, basically, it is going to soften the fine lines and wrinkles in your skin. It will also tighten up, like it really, on my first treatment, it really tightened up underneath my eyes. And then also, it can help with things like hyperpigmentation, acne scars, basically anything that you would want to kind of erase, or you have a clean, healthy slate after you heal. So today we did this about, I don't know, 3 o'clock today. Yes, it was warm. It was not to the point where it was unbearable. I took about 600 milligrams of Advil prior to the procedure to kind of cut down on any inflammation. From there, the pain is manageable with Tylenol or Advil, whichever is best for you. And honestly, one of the best things that you can do is to keep yourself cool and try not to get overheated, because we're taking off that top layer of skin where all of the moisture is. So your skin is your first line of defense against germs. It's one of the most important organs on your body, and so we want to protect it. Right now, I just feel like I have a bad sunburn. It is manageable. I'm doing everything that I would tell my patients to do, which is keep it moist and then keep yourself cool. So, currently, if you'll notice the shininess on my face, I have been using Rescue by Cosmetics. And this is something we carry at the office. It is a balm or a mask. I generally, sometimes if my skin is dry, I like to put it on and sleep in it. It has great fruit enzymes, and it's wonderful for, it's just like a soothing thing. It also smells like Fruity Pebbles or Lifesavers, so I really like the smell. But you can use just plain old petroleum jelly, but this is something I discovered during my last procedure, and I loved it. This is CeraVe Healing Ointment, and it is petroleum based, so it is going to stay on your skin longer because it's not going to absorb quickly like moisturizers and things of that nature. The great thing about this is that it is loaded with hyaluronic acid, which it attracts moisture Right now, my skin is lacking moisture, so hyaluronic acid is the perfect thing for it. And then it is also loaded with ceramides, which will jumpstart your healing process. It is kind of greasy, but is recommended by the National Eczema Association. It's not as greasy as it would be with petroleum jelly or coconut oil. It's really soothing. I love this stuff. I've used it during my last post-op experience. I'll use it during this one, but it's also great because I can use it on my elbows, on my feet, things like that. So this stuff is amazing, especially if you're recovering from erbium. We're going to tell you to not scratch, to not pick at your face, and I know your skin's uncomfortable, you're going to want to pick. However, don't. It could lead to scarring, and we don't want that. So, water. The last time I did this procedure, Jack called these the tears of baby angels, because anytime I was tempted to scratch, I just, if I can do this, just kind of spritz my face a little. It kept me cool and it kept me comfortable, and it made the urge to scratch at it subside. It was great. I really like it, and it tricks me into not scratching. So you are going to notice right here that I am pretty red, and that's because today with my second treatment, we went a little deeper, and it caused a little bit more redness. If you'll notice these you may not be able to see it that great in these lights, but there's going to be a little bit of brownness right here. And what that basically is that all the dead tissue that we have killed during the procedure is up to the surface, and then from there we're going to wait for it to flake off. So your skin is basically going to peel. If any of you have had chemical peels before, you generally start to peel a few days later. It's going to start around the mouth, and it's going to work your way out. By Monday, I should be able to wear my makeup and just have a little bit of flakiness around the hairline. For the most part, no one's going to notice. I went to an event for Steven's company the Monday after I had my procedure, and no one knew a thing. I even actually worked 2 clinics the day following, and then the next day, the last time I had the procedure. And most of my patients really thought that I had just had a sunburn. So I felt a little hypocritical because I preach sunscreen. But right now, my pain level, I would say, is about a 2. But I'm going to take a little bit more Advil before bed. And we're going to keep the air conditioner a little more cooler than we normally do. Something that is extremely important in your first few days of post-op is to keep your skin moist. It's going to cut down on pain. It's going to help you heal. And honestly, it feels nice. The only downside that annoys me is that greasy film that's left everywhere. But it is a small price to pay to the beauty gods for such great technology. But for the most part, like I said, a lot of bit of redness. I'm not noticing any edema, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm actually really happy with these results for my first day. So basically, like I said, I'm going to follow the first few days of my post-op, and then we'll move on to 1 week and 2 weeks. By 2 weeks, I should be able to have a really lovely, dewy, glowy complexion and not have to use very much makeup. So, I hope you'll stick around, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Have a great night, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.